defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to my name probably started where I wrote the
NAS.
It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders. Kwanku has it all teed up, and we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Don't stay in this side, show you and I buy to the food. Like Tupac, I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Don't know the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Ripping on it like I'm picking a prize. Hit the crib with a queen with a collide. But really
all right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Throwing right away here, Howell. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Howell from the gun. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back the 60. Back the 60.
And the shotgun, Howell. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
19 Lions.
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They gained 11 on that play, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Hey, motion.
Back now, pressure coming. Finds his back. It's Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Man in motion here.
70, Hawk 70. Warriors 70. Cut 19. Cut Mustang 19. Go.
2nd down pass play coming. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Come on, come on.
He'll work against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. And it's got to come back.
Ready? Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go. Set.
Again, left side. Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And some issues to clean up in the return game as he's out deep on his own side, looking to be around the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they get about 5 on that 1st down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on 2nd.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Howell now. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. And off to Jesse. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Rush coming for Howell. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Looks like the Falcons are opting for dime coverage for this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Near the goal line. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this 2nd quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Trying to throw this from the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
He's going to throw this one. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Go street. Purple 80.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
He'll start from the 39. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60.
Back to Genty. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
On 3rd down, Genty. Extra cut to the right sideline. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another give here to Genty. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, check that. Street.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Howell. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Howell now on 4th down. And oh, he got it! Interception! Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is one of the toughest tests yet in this game for the defense so far, Kate. And boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Go!
It's a design boot. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced the loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and short. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got it deep downfield. 30 into the red zone. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders get get some late points and the lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Now motion him out of the backfield.
17, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, Mustang 19, 19 Wyatt.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Well, right side, hauled in by Collins. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They are throwing it again. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 ball carry, 60 ball carry.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Running in the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Right side, quick pass, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Lightning 18. Go street.
They've got a man in motion. Drawing up the design keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And I mean, we've seen this on punt returns, but yikes, on a kick return, he's out back at his own 5. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Design quarterback run here. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
They send a man in motion. I'll throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
First down. A gain of 42.
Looking now from the gun.
And the Falcons.
Caught by Flowers. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 14.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away.
Kickoff for Atlanta.
Tucker now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Falcons getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
2. Count 19 tight. 19 tight.
3rd and long for him here. score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Tucker now on the return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Howell again on second and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. Rocco, go.
Throw here, third down. Taking it on a slant by Bash. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Now the Raiders ready for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Second down now. They need 7.
At the 20-yard line.
Deputy! 19, Charger, 19. Let's go.
Here's a design run. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Ready.
Third down from the gun. This gets the first and more. And this is down all the way to the 3. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Go striking, 18. Hurt.
They bring Collins in motion right. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
65, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
They're going to try and throw it here. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Giving this to Genty. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Howell. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. Get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Ready. Rocco 80.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Go.
Howell out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go.
Throw again, it's Howell. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make a catch.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Howell from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Here's Genty. So this one goes against the offense. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So now from further back, another try at 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
Now Howell to throw. Brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Straight ahead with Genty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Here's another 4-out. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by, I love this name, Devon Diablo.
You knew before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
They'll run here. And it's a live football. It is bouncing near the goal line. And the offense recovers, but back inside their own 5-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for them. That brings up 2nd and 7. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Falcons about to be just 1 win away from an undefeated regular season. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Cowboy 80. Go.
I'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some quick push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Heads out on the bootleg. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he cuts it back right. And he's out to clear. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field.
Here we go. Set. Cougar knife.
They'll run here following the penalty. They're on him again. That's going to be another stop behind the line. A great pair of plays defensively. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Carter up the middle. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.